Okay, so you have seen The Secret. Now, it's time to get rockin' with the law of attraction. So many times people get all jazzed up when they learn about the law of attraction, but implementing it gets tricky and that jazz fizzles out. So let's talk about the law, and then I will give you the how on implementing it. Are you game? What do you think of when you hear the word attract? How would it feel to be able to attract whatever you would like into your life? It's possible. You can come to depend on the universal law of attraction, just as you have come to depend on the physical law of gravity. You may have heard the law of attraction referred to in different ways throughout your life, but it has no doubt shown up. Here's a few ways we have talked about it. 1. What you sown you reap. 2. What you put out you get back. 3. Like attracts like. 4. Law of supply and demand. 5. What comes around goes around. 6. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Proverbs chapter 23 verse 7. 7. Emerson called it the law of compensation. Catherine Ponder, author of The Dynamic Law of Prosperity, defines the law of attraction like this. What you radiate outward in your thoughts, feelings, mental pictures, and words you attract into your life. Abraham Hicks defines the law of attraction like this, that which is like unto itself is drawn. Yes, like attracts like. What does this mean for you? It means that when you are focused upon what you want to create in your life, you will attract that. And when you are focused upon what you don't want to create in your life, you will attract that too. It means that you are indeed a magnet, and it means that you are a magnifying glass. What you focus on gets bigger, and comes to you quickly. You may have had the experience in your life where you have wanted something very badly, and out of that passion, out of that pure desire, you were able to create it. There was no stopping you. You believed that it was to be, and you did not doubt that it was to come into your life. You said yes to having that something come into your life. You may also have had the experience in your life where you have wanted something very much, and have not been able to create it. Think about money for a moment. You want very badly to create the flow of money into your life, but you don't. You say, I want more money. But I hate paying bills, I hate that others have it and I don't, money is evil, or you just focus on the fact that you indeed can't create it. You take action, you ask, you pray, and it still does not show up. You focus on the fact that it's not here, you focus on the lack of money in your life. What do you think you will create? So, if like attracts like, and you focus on the negative aspects of anything, or focus on what you do not have, you will create more of what you do not have. If you focus on what is, you will create more of what is. If you focus, and sometimes we do very strongly, on what you don't want in your life. For example, I don't want cancer. I don't want poverty. I don't want this or that or this or that. You are saying no to it. And that as well will bring it into our lives. What we give our attention to comes into our life. It is the law of attraction. Whether you are saying yes or no to something does not matter. It is the focus that carries the vibration and causes us to attract unto us. Be careful what you say no to. The key would be to focus on feeling good and focus on what you do want. The key is to consciously be aware of your abundance mentality, and know that you attract what you radiate and vibrate into the world. Nothing is more important than feelings good. How you are feeling and where your attention is your point of attraction. Period. You must remember that the universe is abundant, completely. There is no lack, only our perception of it. You must remember that there is always enough, and what you ask for is given to you. You must remember that you are meant to prosper, be wealthy on all levels of life. There is nothing that you can conceive of that you cannot be, do, or have. Most of the time we walk around creating by default. Now it's time to create using the law of attraction. You can be or do or have anything that you desire in this life. You must acknowledge yourself as the powerful creator that you are and choose thoughts and feelings that make you feel good, and that are in alignment with what you really want in your life. Law of attraction: how to gain more abilities and change your life. There are many levels above where we operate. The ancient Hawaiian tradition, among several, give us all sorts of abilities to achieve. And this is mirrored more modernly by the studies Silva did from the 50s up through his death and continued by his students. Now this is all based on principles such as the law of attraction and Huna's 4 levels of reality. As you study the law of attraction and those who wrote about it, such as Atkinson, Hill, and others, you can see that all sorts of before unseen and unknown abilities can be discovered and attracted into your life, such as 1. Remote viewing. You can know what happens at distant locations from where you are. Most of us think we are only stuck to this meat body we've been nurturing along all these years. But one of the key principles of Huna is that there are no limits. We are all connected. This is a holistic view of interpreting this world and our immediate and longer-range environment. There are many Amerindian traditions of shamans being able to know things happening a long way from where they were. Modern CIA experimentation was able to utilize people who had honed this talent to work on finding lost agents or peer into other nations' defenses. 2. Shape-shifting. Traditions hold that shamans were able to assume the shape of any animal or plant to gain information. However, this is a more common ability than generally thought. Ever sat in your car and something didn't feel right? And then you found something was out of order, or someone had changed something in or about that car. Generally, this is because you tend to extend yourself into your car or whatever you drive in order to operate it. Similarly, you can know something is different about your pet. It takes familiarity. Old farmers from long lines of farmers who had raised years and years of crops could intuitively know what was needed by a certain crop that year, and whether they could do anything right now, or what to do if they didn't get that rain, etc. Familiarity and intuition are linked, but certain people with telesensory talents might be able to get data others were missing. Dowsers fall into this category. 3. Lucid dreaming. The fact, as posted by Serge King and observed by many, is that we dream constantly. Just put your mind in idle and you start to see this. It's called daydreaming by some. When we sleep at night, we are really surrendering to this dreaming completely. Some think they don't dream, but if you lay still on waking and try to remember what you were just thinking about, you'll find some interesting dreams you've been having. In lucid dreaming, you can exert some control over what you are dreaming. In that dream world you inhabit for that little while. Some explanation for dreaming is found in Huna as one of the 4 levels of reality as symbolic. Things can stand for other things. So when you change something in a dream, it will affect its opposite thing in the real world we live in. This one has texts written about it and it worth exploring by everyone. 4. Trusted communication. Silva got this down to a fine art. Atkinson also talked about this in his books, as well as Bristol. As we are all connected, we can influence others around us, within the limits of treating them as we would like to be treated. The golden rule is inexorable, you can't fudge on this one. But you can work at communicating to people so that they receive your thoughts accurately and know what you intend and what you would like them to do for you. This works great in sales, by report. But only if you are offering an ethical product which will factually improve their lives. Disaster looms for people who are selling fake snake oil. History proves this over and over. There are many more advanced abilities people can discover. If you check out Silva Ultramind, you can see a great deal of these being developed for practical use. But study the classics and older religious texts and legends. You'll see how these advanced abilities were not unknown in and around us, on every continent. You may also see how various sects abused these abilities, and other sects discriminated against anyone trying to learn these. Like how modern science discriminates against religion in general. But you can also see that no one school has all the teachers, as Huna goes. Have fun with this. Feel good. We hope you have found this video helpful. Please come back and visit again. And please subscribe to this channel and click the like button. Thank you.